Slip carefully. Beware of safety. Please leave your values at the front desk. These are all real signs written in English by people who presumably thought that they were being helpful. Translation is harder than it looks, and when it goes wrong, it sometimes goes spectacularly wrong. So today we're looking at some of the most brilliantly mistranslated signs from around the world, why they went wrong and how to correct them. There's also a dictation at the end, so get a pen and paper ready and you can practice your listening and spelling with me. So get comfortable, grab a cup of tea and let's get started. And if you find this useful, there's a new episode every Thursday. Today we're talking about a very amusing topic, which is badly translated signs. And I did have a lot of fun finding these. You know what it's like. You see a sign translated into English, or maybe even in your own language, and it's been translated completely wrong because of maybe the confusion between the languages, false friends, or just basic carelessness. So to start off with, let's have a look at a few examples, just for a bit of fun, okay? Slip carefully. There you go. Very, very simple, really. Don't just slip, but slip carefully, okay? I'm not quite sure. I think they were trying to say, be careful, slippery. That's probably what they were trying to say here. Careful, slippery. Yeah. But no, they translated into slip carefully, which is an interesting imperative. Is it possible to slip carefully? I don't know. Well, no idea. Oh, well, anyway, let's have a look at the next one. This is the special toilet for the deformed. Oh no. Yeah, I mean it's not funny really, but it is funny, but it's not. It's just they got the completely the wrong word here. Yeah, special for the. I think what they were trying to say is for the disabled or something similar to that, maybe. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Beware of safety. Yeah, a little bit confusing as well, this one. Beware means be careful. Be careful of safety. It sounds in English like safety is the dangerous thing that you have to be careful of. It's like beware of the dog, for example. So it doesn't really work here, beware of safety. Maybe be careful and be safe or something similar to that. I've got no idea what they wanted to say. The door has been bad. Push on the left side of the door. The door has been bad. It sounds like the door has been very naughty. So, but what it sounds like, it's like that this little boy has been bad or John's been bad. And this is the punishment. Push on the left side. The door has been bad. They're probably trying to say that the door was broken. Okay, this one made me laugh. Racist park. Well, I don't think we'll be going there in a hurry, will we? Racist park. Now, I don't speak Mandarin, Chinese, but apparently in Chinese, the word for race and nation are very similar. So they get confused quite easily. What this is supposed to be is national park. Yes, national park. But it hasn't quite translated the way they wanted it. But of course, it's not just China. I found all these on one website, so that's why they're all Chinese. They're not, obviously, it's not only the Chinese that make these mistakes. I'm looking at you, Italy. I've been here for a long time, and I've seen some absolute classics over the years. So I thought it might be interesting and a valid exercise for you guys to have a look at some signs where it's lost in translation. I want you to tell me, first of all, why it's funny, and secondly, what you think it should say on the sign. So this was in a Tokyo bar. Special cocktails for the ladies with nuts. Forgive me if I laugh. It's just that nuts in English has a double meaning. I don't really want to say the word in English. You might be able to guess. I was going to say that I've got two and ladies don't have any. Cocktails with nuts for the ladies. Cocktails with nuts for the ladies. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Okay, very good. Very good. Let's go on to number two quickly now. This was found in a Belgrade hotel. Please leave your values at the front desk. Your values are the things that you believe in. Trust, honesty. Please leave your values at the front desk. What do you think they tried to say? This is what they probably meant. Please leave your valuables at the front desk. Things of value would also work. The most common one would be valuables. Please leave your valuables at the front desk. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. And a Hong Kong dentist. Hong Kong dentist is quite difficult to say anyway. Teeth extracted by the latest Methodists. But Methodists are obviously a religious group. I don't think that's probably what they wanted to say here. Any idea what they were thinking? Okay, yes, everybody's got it. Well, probably by the latest methods. Yeah, that would make more sense rather than some religious group removing your teeth. Okay, next one. We move on to a Norwegian cocktail lounge. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies are requested not to have children in the bar. Yeah, probably best to do that in a hospital. But what do they actually mean? Okay, yeah. So we've got a problem here, don't we? Between have being possessive, the possessive form of possessive meaning of have, and also to have children, meaning to give birth. How many children have you had? I've had 3 children. Okay, so probably they're trying to say don't take your children, don't bring their children. Ladies are kindly requested not to bring children into the bar. No children allowed would also work. Yeah, children are not allowed in the bar. Very good. The dictation. So if you've never done one of these before, this is where you need a pen and paper. And I'm going to read a short 100-word text on the subject of badly translated signs and translation fails. I want you to listen and write down exactly what I say. Now, I'm not going to read it one word at a time. I'm going to read several words at normal speed. So a good idea is to listen to what I say and try to remember the structure and then start writing. And then I'll repeat it and I'll pause and then I'm going to move on. So if you haven't had the chance to write everything or if you didn't hear everything, just leave a space. And then at the end, I'm going to read the whole text again. So you have an opportunity to fill in any missing words. And then at the end of the program, I'm going to show you the text so that you can check what you've written. Okay, how does that sound? Let's get started. Let's do it. Translation fails remind us how translation fails remind us how fragile communication can be. Fragile communication can be. When meaning travels between languages. When meaning travels between languages. Full stop. A single misplaced word or literal translation can turn politeness into absurdity. Full stop. Into absurdity. Full stop. Such mistakes often happen. Such mistakes often happen. Such mistakes often happen when language is treated as a code. When language is treated as a code rather than a culture. Rather than a culture. Dash. When words are swapped without considering tone. When words are swapped without considering tone. Comma. Context or convention. Context or convention. Full stop. New paragraph. What makes these errors so fascinating? What makes these errors so fascinating is that they expose the limits of translation technology and the importance of human judgment. Technology and the importance of human judgment. Full stop. Behind every comic misunderstanding lies a reminder. Lies a reminder. Colon. Language is never just vocabulary. Language is never just vocabulary, comma, but the mirror of the people who use it. But the mirror of the people who use it. That's the end of the dictation. So I'll give you 15 seconds to catch your breath and to recover a little. So listen, I'm going to read the whole text again to give you the opportunity to listen and to fill in any gaps, and then I'm going to show you the text. Okay, so translation fails remind us how fragile communication can be when meaning travels between languages. A single misplaced word or literal translation can turn politeness into absurdity. Such mistakes often happen when language is treated as a code rather than a culture. When words are swapped without considering tone, context, or convention. What makes these errors so fascinating is that they expose the limits of translation, technology, and the importance of human judgment. Behind every comic misunderstanding lies a reminder: language is never just vocabulary, but the mirror of people who use it. Okay, let me show you the text. This is what you should have. So just double check everything. Make sure your spelling's okay. See if there are any words which you didn't quite catch, especially looking out for maybe instances of connected speech where maybe you didn't hear something because two words join together. That can happen quite often. So yeah, you can do this every week, and the more you practice, the better you will get. You adjust your hearing, you become a bit more sensitive to sounds in English. So I look forward to seeing you again next time. Thank you very much for being here. It was great to see you all. So have a wonderful evening. Take care, and I'll speak to you all very, very soon.